Hello, this is Kate, and this is your weekly Oracle card reading. And today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Instead of choosing a card for each area of the week, I'm going to choose a card for 3 different areas of life. So the first one is going to be love and relationships this week. The second one is going to be manifesting and creating this week. And then the third one is going to be just a card for general spiritual guidance. So it's just like a general kind of weekly message. And before I get started on the reading, I just want to announce that I'm going to be part of a Twitter party on January the 8th, which is this Tuesday. And during that party, I'm going to be giving away some free copies of my 2013 Tarot Workbook. So if you're interested in an opportunity to win a free copy of my workbook, I will just put the link to the Twitter party info in the description of this video, and you can click on that link if you're interested. I'm just trying to get this glare off this card so it's not shining in your eyes. Okay, so we'll start with the first card, which represents love and relationships for this week. Oh, lovely. Okay, we've got manifestation power, and the message on this card is: use your spiritual gifts and natural abilities to attract your desired outcome. So whatever's going on for you in the realm of relationships, this is a really nice, clear message that you have that ability to create your relationships in a way that is healthy and loving. So if you're having any kind of disagreements with anyone, or if you might, you might be feeling like you're just not on the same page as someone, or you're not on the same wavelength, you have the ability to manifest a relationship that is more fulfilling to you. And you want to use your ability to imagine that relationship coming into being. So being able to either visualize it or feel it, or just being able to get clear on what the elements are for you for a healthy, enjoyable relationship. So what kinds of things have to be present in order for you to know that that relationship is positive and working for you, in other words. And like the card says, it's about using your spiritual gifts and your natural abilities. So tapping into your natural abilities of being able to relate to others. And sometimes we forget about that ability that we have to actually, put ourselves in someone else's shoes, or being able to relate to someone else. And this can be tricky, especially this week. It can be tricky to do that because you might feel like if you're having any kind of relationship disagreements with someone, it's hard to take yourself out of yourself and see it from their perspective. But this is a natural ability that you do have, and that you will be able to tap into if you need to. But basically, the strongest message I'm getting from this card is that relationships are something that we can change through using manifestation tools. And we don't often think of using manifestation tools like, creative visualization and stuff like that for relationships. Usually, whenever I think of it, I always think of it as using that towards career, or, manifesting opportunities. I don't normally think of it as applying to relationships, but this card is just reminding us that we do have that ability this week. Okay, so moving on, and this card is going to represent manifestation. Okay, lovely. Okay, so treasure chest, and the message here is: an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. So if you've been having any issues with, manifesting what you want, or if you're having any issues of, a lack of opportunity, things are going to shift this week, and there's going to be more of an inflow energy, and not just an inflow of, money and opportunities, but an inflow of ideas and inspiration, and also help and support. So you might come in contact with other people who maybe share your vision or share your enthusiasm for something, and those people are going to act as your support system, or people that you can network with in some way. And yeah, like the card says, an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. So this is something that you don't quite see coming. And this is a really nice shift. And I definitely get a real sense that this card has a lot to do with inspiration and ideas. So you might have that kind of light bulb moment during this week, especially, you know, in regard to creativity and something that you're working on. And it could be like a solution to a problem that you're working on, or creating something physical, or just working on some kind of project. But whatever it is, you have that kind of light bulb moment. And the exciting thing about this is that this light bulb moment is something that is totally inside of you. So it doesn't actually come from the outside, even though there's other influences like people that are going to inspire you and support you, and you know, things that kind of trigger ideas. Ultimately, this glowing, warm inspiration comes from within yourself. It's not something that you have to wait to find outside of yourself. Yeah, okay, so moving on to the last card. And this card is just a general kind of message about spiritual guidance for the week. Okay, we've got King Solomon, and he represents priorities. And priorities is all about getting clear on what is important to you, what needs to be done, and the order that you want to accomplish things in. And it's actually a very, I want to say it's a very kind of masculine male card. It kind of reminds me of the Emperor in a traditional tarot deck. So it's very, I don't want to say inflexible, but it's all about kind of being goal-oriented and being really firm on, you know, firm with yourself and firm with others about what it is that you need and what you need to accomplish, what it is that you're setting out to accomplish. And it comes to us because I think a lot of us might feel scattered right now, or we might feel overwhelmed with different ideas or different hobbies or different goals, different duties or responsibilities. Like I think all of us probably have a lot going on in our lives right now. And this is all about kind of reeling it in and taking control of things and prioritizing. And it's funny that this is the spiritual guidance card, because everything I've been saying right now doesn't really sound very spiritual, but it actually does have a very strong spiritual basis. And that is, if you're wanting to connect more to spirit, and if you're wanting to have you know, more of a stronger, more powerful relationship to spirit, and being able to bring that spirituality down into your life and express it, you're going to need to have some kind of sense of order in your life. It doesn't help to have that feeling of chaos and feeling like you're being pulled in all different directions. And so yeah, so this is all about kind of, I think, organizing, clearing out. So it could have to do with like clearing out clutter from your living area, and you know, clearing space, not just physical space, but also clearing space in your schedule. So you know, if it's possible, making more time for yourself, or kind of, you know, axing all those extracurricular activities that you don't really find very satisfying, to make more room for the activities that you do find satisfying. Okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick recap. Okay, so with love and relationships, we've got manifestation power, and this is just a reminder that we have it within ourselves to manifest relationships in a way that's, you know, meaningful to us and healthy. And this is all about visualizing your ideal relationship and visualizing what it is that you want to create within that relationship. And then moving on to treasure chest, which represents manifestation and creativity. And this is just a reminder that we're going to have that, you know, sudden flash of illumination or flash of insight when it comes to ideas and creativity. And then moving on to priorities, just a reminder that we want to get clear on what's important to us spiritually, and also what's important to us, you know, in the here and now, in the physical world. You know, what is it that we're wanting to have more of or be more of, and what it is that we're wanting to create. So this has been your weekly oracle card reading, and I hope you found it helpful. My name is Kate, and thank you so much for joining me.